Man, when I was watching that game 2-5, I said this. Luka balled, but my biggest takeaway wasn't about Luka. Which is why I actually respected the revenge performance as it pertains to a performance. Luka left that game having me talk about everybody else. LeBron James had a 25-plus point double-double. Rui Hachimura had 15 and 5. Austin Reeves, he had 20 and 3 quarters. So Luka allowed everybody else to be better, and that to me truly is the magnitude of greatness, particularly the magnitude of greatness as a point guard, is if everybody else's game grows because of your presence, then that means you are elite. That means you are great. Luka didn't give me the 40-point triple-double I was expecting.
Yeah.
He didn't give us the 35-plus point triple-double that we had hoped for. Not even the DraftKings and other betting sites suggested would occur. He didn't do that. But what he did do is say this. Hey, Reeves, you're going to play a great game. Hey, Bron, you still going to play a great game. Hey, Jackson Hayes, you're going to play one of the best games of your season, 8-8. Hey, Rui, you're still going to play a great game, and I'm going to have a triple-double. So my thoughts on Luka's revenge game is that the game was a great game for the Lakers, even more than it was a great game for Luka. We'll talk more about it later, 2-5, but I just wanted to get that off my chest.
I love that. I love the game, right? And this was a statement game for different reasons. One is he really showed the Mavs, like, you missing me.
Yeah.
Even though Kyrie Irving had a great game, it's still different. So Luka had a triple-double, right?
Yep.
And real quick, it's so much, when you get traded from being a franchise player from your franchise, there's so much emotions going on, so many thoughts in your head. And he kind of controlled it for the most part, right? He got an early tech, and that was expected because he's just hyper, you know, and all the emotions and all that. But when I watch, if you really watch the game as a sports fan, his presence is so effective him on that court, man. Like, for example, Austin Reeves might be fighting for All-NBA this year because you see these wide open shots he's getting? I mean, he's getting the ball, he can flip it around and get his hands right because they're double teaming Luka. Every time he got the ball at the top of the key, they're double teaming. Look at everybody on him. The big man, everybody collapsing on the defense. So it's like, when he's in that game, it's such a difference. And I was like, man, can the Lakers really be a contender? And now that I'm watching it, they really can.
Talk about it.
Because of Luka effect. And now, you've seen some of the games where he's doing a 2-on-2 with LeBron and him. I mean, one time he threw the ball in the post to Luka, backing the guy down, then he come to double, throw it to LeBron, then he throw it back to him. They doubled again, he kicked LeBron, open three ball. Everybody is getting involved because all the attention is on Luka. So when you talk about having an impact on this type of game, right, where you want a redemption game, and yeah, we could have had the 40 points, but to me it's the same thing because now you get all the players around involved. Like, some of them players, and I'm being respectful, like, Austin Reeves is really good on the offensive side, but it's coming too easy now, though. Hachimura, even him, like, easy points.
And after 25, 50.
You get what I'm saying? So now it's, when I get everybody involved, it's all the attention's on me, everybody can eat. So we might not see Luka get another 40, 50-point game because he don't need to. And then you add LeBron James, when they go to Dallas, they going to whoop the hell out of Dallas. Again.
Even with AD.
Man, listen, whenever he comes back,
I'm with you, Acho, because that's exactly what I said yesterday. The A block yesterday for our show was, does Luka have a lot of pressure? I said I was the only one at the desk that said no, because he had Austin Reeves, because he had LeBron, and they shared the wealth. It's exactly what happened last night. Look, Luka didn't have a good night shooting. He was 6 of 17 from the field, 1 of 7 from three-point. So I was hoping, and you were hoping, man, the shots fall. What I guess I didn't give him enough credit for, watching the game with my son, who loves basketball, he's 7, was he's an incredible rebounder. He's an incredible passer of the ball. He reminds me of a quarterback out there. Like the pass that he was driving to the hoop and then behind the back. How do you see like that? And then there's a couple ones where the no-look, two-handed underneath for a dunk. Like, some of those things, I think that we put so much stock in how he scores the ball, which I think he's one of the most incredible scorers in all of basketball. But he's really probably the most well-rounded player in all of basketball. His playmaking ability, that's exactly right. And I don't really appreciate that till I saw it on full effect last night. I was also impressed with his emotional stability. Because when you have a game like this, when you're traded away and it's only 6 or 7, yeah, you get one early tech. And yeah, he gave a couple stares to the bench. But overall, he was really settled down. It didn't look like he was out there pressing like he should be or like I thought he would be with the Mavericks. So all that, including, man, I thought it was an outstanding performance.
I loved it and hated it at the same time.
Can you get the bad first?
Well, no, I wouldn't say hate it. Okay. I was just...
Give us the bad.
Disliked it a little bit. The main reason why I disliked it a little bit is because selfishly, I wanted the 40 and I wanted Luka to shoot it every single time.
But they wouldn't let him.
I wanted him to shoot. I don't care if he crossed half court. Ball going up. I'm finna show y'all. Y'all messed up. But then as I watched it, that was impressive by Luka. That was impressive by Luka. Luka did not let his emotions get to him. Luka said, man, I'm finna play basketball. Y'all know what type of player I am. Y'all know what type of player you let out the building. You know I make everybody around him better. You know I took you to the finals and to the Western Conference Finals, really with not a lot of talent on my roster. You know that. Y'all can say whatever you want to say about me being out of shape and all that. They can't guard me in shape. They can't guard me out of shape. They can't guard me on the bench. Y'all know that. But Luka saying, man, you know what? This ain't really about me. I'm finna make the smart basketball plays all game long. And when you watch Luka play the game all game long, man, he made everybody around him better. And this is not just against the Dallas Mavericks. This is really since Luka got to the Los Angeles Lakers, just making everybody around him better. Rui and Austin Reeves, since he got there, they've been at the free throw line, at the three-point line, chilling. One back, boom, boom. Taking their time because of his presence and what he brings. So I loved it from that standpoint because he did not press. He played the basketball game, made everybody around him better, and that's Luka. That was the Luka in Dallas. I'll take over games when I got to take over games, but I'm going to get my teammates involved when I got to get my teammates involved if it's going to help us win, and it did.
You said something yesterday about the defense, and he showed up there too. He had 3 steals, as many as anybody in the game, as long as Kyrie had 3 steals. Then beyond that, he had 2 blocks. Now, Luka's not going to be a defensive phenomenon. We're just not going to see that. But the kicker is, can he not be a liability?
Effort.
And when I watched yesterday, not for the first time, because we see it at time to time, but I was like, you know what? The plays where you are a liability, you are making up for those in the plays where you do take the ball away. Like, I didn't look at it too many plays. There was one where he just got a cheap foul because he refuses to move his feet. That's just what he does from time to time. There was one time where he just got a cheap foul. But other than that, 2-5, I wasn't so disappointed in his defense that it overshadowed the picture.
I'm going to stick to him having a good game. I'm going to leave the defense alone. I'll just say this. I do think that J.J. Redick, first of all, let's give him more credit. Because we didn't know what he would be like. We knew he was smart. We heard him on TV. He's been an excellent player. He's a good player, right? And now watch him as a coach. Them boys are hustling, though. They're small, they're undersized, and they're getting steals, they're getting to the ball. They are playing good team defense. A couple of times I see him on the island with Kyrie Irving, and I was noticing how they suffocated the defense and they helped him out, right, support, where they made Kyrie pass that thing out. So I'm like, okay, they helping him out. And then all like the rotations, when the ball's moving around, you see them rotating. And that's about defense. So they are protecting Luka. Now, I will say this, though, not to go against you, but
go ahead.
late in the game, though, when they was getting a little tight, they was kind of going at him a little bit, right? Kyrie kept
to get him in the one-on-one.
Yeah, you seen it, and they was going for that. But I think as a collective group, defensive-wise, and LeBron James has a lot to do with that because he's so smart, right? He's communicating. You see him talking the whole time to help him out on defense. But I will say this about this Laker team. I am very confident, optimistic about them going in the playoffs and going farther down this thing and being a contender because they are playing good ball. Luka is getting everybody involved. Like, think about this. Your redemption game, you want to put them 30 and 40 points up, right? But then when the team says, no, we are not letting Luka beat us. I mean, from the get-go, they showed in double teams, triple teams. I'm like, for you to trade this dude, because he wasn't, I don't know if he was good enough or not for y'all. You short, trade, double team is when you get the ball.
Taking what the defense
right? But only thing that scares me is maybe, I think the size might matter when they get later on some of them better teams because they are small.
They're going to play speed.
Small.
They got to play speed.
So we going to see, but they're playing well, though. They're playing well.
That, even when you talk about defense, we are not expecting Luka to look like Drew Holiday.
Of course. Of course.
And I mean, like, one-on-one, we not expecting that. What we are expecting is what you say. When it's time to rotate, sprint over there.
That's all. That's all.
You understand what I'm saying? But I do think that's the presence of Bron, too. Because don't have us turn this tape on and we sitting there, and because you ain't the leader in Dallas. I'm the leader here in L.A. So when we turn this tape, hey, Luka, hey, you got to get out there to that three-point shooter now. We ain't finna keep saying that 3, 4, 5 times now. And I think that's the difference between Luka.
He's the most. See, that's another thing, real quick. I've been thinking about, like, on the team. So playing with Tom Brady and playing with other great quarterbacks, I want him to get into different names. But let's say I play with a really good quarterback, like we all respect. And we in a room where, well, look, man, like, I'm just as good as you, dog. Like, hey, Shady, go hustle, man. What? Man. Playing with Brady, it's a big gap. Shady, yo, go hustle. Yo, I got you. My bad. My fault. And you see it. LeBron's the same way. You can look at Brunson a certain way. You can look at Hardaway a certain way. You can look at all these different guys. You can look even Kyrie. I can look at Kyrie and say, yo, hey, man. You can't look at Bron like that. And you see the difference now.
It's always certain people in the locker room, when they talk, you
Yup. It's like a coach.
There's an aura about him, for sure.
And
you respect him a little bit more.
That's not the aura, just the success.
And that's
the greatness.
You slept good.
Real quick, though.
You got some sleep.
Every night. Travis Hunter, though, before we start this whole block, let's be real respectful. Because yesterday was kind of, I didn't know where it was going. I was going to set this.
I don't think it was disrespectful.
I don't know. Well, I'm going to set the stage. I'm going to set the stage right here. He's one of the greatest talents we've ever seen.
Ever.
Some of them catches he's making, it's NFL dudes I started with and played with that can't make them catches. So now, ask me the question.
The question is simple. Can Travis play both ways in the NFL? He did it in college.
Absolutely. First of all, he's the most conditioned athlete I've ever seen. I've seen guys be in shape, right? Wide receivers, they run up and down, they come back. Yeah. Cornerbacks, they stay the whole game. I ain't never seen a brother play all the defensive snaps. Guard your number one receiver? Oh. Let me get a little water break. The next play, I'm gonna guard Joe. Then I'm gonna go run 9 routes against your best cornerback and score touchdowns. Yeah. So when I look at him, why can't he? I think he'll be. I can't even say that what I think because the Browns are saying some things, other teams saying something else.
Titans,
so it just shows you his value. That they value him so high. Where on offense we see him as one of a top elite wide receiver, and on defense we see him as a top elite cornerback. And Andy Reid, but I mean, obviously, he's not going to the Chiefs.
There's no way.
There's no way, right?
There's no way.
But if Andy Reid or a guy like Ben Johnson had him in the locker room, oh my God.
Shanahan even, McVay.
He's going to get plays at wide receiver. Slant routes, reverses, going deep. He has some of the best ball skills. Whatever team he goes to, I don't want to be disrespectful, but it's the Browns, correct? He's going to have the best ball skills out of anybody on the Browns team. I'm going to say that right now. Yeah. What other teams talk? Tennessee? I mean, god dang. Acho. He had the best ball skills out of any wide receiver, any cornerback. So, yes, I think he'll play both easily, and he's in condition.
Can he? Yes. Would he? Maybe. Should he? No.
Oh.
To me, it's not what you can do.
Should he?
Let's listen. Shady be talking all the time. Shady be like, hey, I be in a good book.
I want to hear it.
I be in that good book. My dog be in the good book. If you be in the good book, you know this. It says all things are permissible, not all things are profitable. You can do anything, but should you know? Can he do it? Of course. Travis Hunter is one of the most talented players we have ever seen. Should he know? The NFL is different than college for several reasons. Number one is number one. How many number one receivers do you see in college? How many number one NFL wide receivers do you see in college? I suggest Travis Hunter saw one, T-Mac, Arizona.
T-Mac, for sure.
That's the one I would suggest.
Play good against him.
In college, you can hide. Not that you want to hide, you can hide. Yeah. In college, when Colorado played Kansas, Kansas ran the ball 56 out of 78 plays. That means on roughly 21 plays, Travis Hunter had the luxury of chilling. On run plays, cornerbacks can be out there and play patty cake, unless it breaks. Unless you're in boundary force and the run is like a toss and goes straight to you, you're not even designed to stop the run. That's why in practice, we do 9-on-7, and the corners go out there and they do 1-on-1s because cornerbacks aren't even in run plays. I just told y'all for the entirety of a game, you have the luxury of not doing anything. That's not the NFL. Can Travis play both ways? Absolutely, beyond the shadow of a doubt. But it would make no sense to try to utilize this person as a number one shutdown corner. Because if we draft you in the top 10, that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
You should be traveling, Patrick Peterson. If we draft you, you should be traveling. Derek Stingley early on in his career before D'Amico Ryans got there. If we draft you in the top 10, you're shadowing the number one wide receiver. That is Jamar Chase. That is CeeDee Lamb. That is Malik Neighbors. That is Tyreek Hill. That is Justin Jefferson. That is A.J. Brown. You should be traveling, and then we got the audacity to say, hey, after you do that, hey, go out here and get jammed up by Stingley, too. Just go out here and run a reverse, run a jet sweep, run a go ball, run a slant. Like, it's not that he can't do it. I agree with Shady that he can do it. Where I vehemently disagree with Shady is he should not.
Hey, you ever listen? I love a good book. I ain't never see Jesus run a 9-route or slant. I ain't never see Moses get no sack. I ain't never seen none of that. So let's leave a good book outside of football just for 1 second.
Travis Hunter, man. Yeah. He created Travis Hunter.
He can't guard Travis Hunter.
Hello.
Hello.
I actually, I see what you're saying, Acho, because
I don't.
When you, I tend to agree with Shady, though. Like, first of all, let me answer it. Yes, he can play both ways. Will he? I don't know. Should he? Who knows? It's never been done. No one in the last 60 years has played both ways legitimately, not even Dion. Even he only had one season with more than 7 catches, so he's really not playing two ways. We've never seen a talent like Travis Hunter before play both ways. It's never happened legitimately. My thing is that in the NFL, if you only play one position, think about Travis. He's played full-time receiver and full-time corner. In the NFL, if you decide to play full-time at corner, think about how much better he's going to get just focusing on corner. Or if you're the Browns and Andrew Berry, GM, says, we see him as a unicorn. We think he's a better receiver than he is a corner. James, don't you think if you played just receiver in the NFL and didn't have to worry about all the skill and level of talent that it takes to play DB, you would be really good? That's what's crazy about it. And that's why we've never seen a talent like this before, Shady. I totally agree with you. Because there's been GMs yesterday at the Combine. The Titans GM, Mike Bergazzi, said they view him as a corner. But the Browns GM, no, we view him as a receiver. So I think that there should absolutely be a way where he should be able to showcase his talent. And I said it yesterday, and I'm going to say it today. I think it's 12 to 15 plays based on where he goes. Because if you go to, I don't think he's going to go to Tennessee. I don't think he's going to go to Cleveland because both those guys want quarterbacks. So then you got the Giants. They need a quarterback. So he might end up in New England, like for all we know. Truly just based off what Tennessee does. If Tennessee picks Abdul Carter or if Tennessee goes quarterback, he could end up anywhere. And I think that offensive coordinator is going to be chomping at the bit to get him on the offensive side. Personally, I think he's a better, he could be an all-pro corner.
Correct.
The length, the size, the speed. I heard he wants to run a 4.2 at the Combine. Can he do it? I don't know. If he does, he should go number 1 overall because we've never seen a talent like this before. So, yes, he can. Will he? I think the team that drafts him, they're going to have to play him both ways.
So my whole life, I've been playing wide receiver, and I've been playing corner.
Yes, sir.
Whole life. You play corner?
No, I'm Travis Hunter.
I'm about to say, man, you a big corner.
I played safety in high school. My whole life, I've been playing wide receiver and corner.
Yes, he has.
And I've been getting better and better.
Yes, he has.
Better every single year that I take the football field. So development is not a problem. If I go to the Tennessee Titans and I get drafted there, number 1, numero uno, I'm the best player on both sides of the ball. You gonna have me sitting over here on offense? No. If I go to Cleveland, I'm the best player on both sides of the ball when you talk about skill positions. I'll put Denzel. I'll put some.
And Sneed's over in Tennessee too, though. Huh? Sneed.
I like Sneed. I'm best player on both sides of the ball when you talk about all around. Giants, Malik Neighbors, my dude. New England, I'm the best player. Jacksonville, I'm the best player. Vegas, I'm the best player because he ain't dropping passes.
So what are you saying?
James, you talking now, Joe. You just talking. So Brian Thomas he wasn't like that?
He's not Travis Hunter, though.
I'm taking Travis Hunter before
James, he walked into the league and gave you 13.
You're taking Travis Hunter over Brian Thomas.
I'm not saying he's not a good player.
I don't want to interrupt his take, though, guys.
Finish your take, and then
I will, because I'm not saying he's not a good player, but he's not Travis Hunter coming into this draft.
We talking like Travis is just God.
So he will be the best player.
He's a great.
From what we know and what we are watching, he will be the best player on that team on both sides of the ball.
Wouldn't be better than Brian Thomas instantly. That's disrespectful. Go ahead. Oh, my good God. Go ahead.
Go, yeah.
Brian Thomas was
a first-round pick.
I know, end of the first round. We talking about this dude number 1, number 2, number 3.
Was a first-round pick a wide receiver. Go ahead.
I understand that, Acho, but you're talking about number 1, number 2, number 3. There's a lot of dudes went in front of him. Anyways, all right, because you're messing me up. So if he went to Jacksonville on both sides of the ball, he would be the best player.
I agree with that.
So as a coach, you are not going to sit there saying we're drafting this dude and he could be the best player on both sides of the ball when he walks into our building, and we're not going to put him on both sides of the ball. Number 2, I played wide receiver. All right? So I know how it goes on out there outside of these trenches. You play in the trenches, the trenches was coming after you. All right? So I know how it is out there. It's not a lot of physical and violent out there.
It ain't.
You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of, hey, run that way. It's a lot of that. So what people don't understand is like, when you hear it, Travis Hunter playing this many plays, it's really not that violent at those 2 positions. At wideout.
Corner receiver.
At wideout, I could catch it and be like, ooh, I see 2 of them. Whoop. I'm stepping. Like, you could protect yourself. Shady, you can't really truly protect yourself running in the trenches if it's 2 unblocked running at you. Now, you got crazy work, you could probably juke them, but you're going to take natural hits during the game.
That's true.
I can go into the game at receiver and walk out of there with 2 hits.
That's true.
Wow. I can. Yeah. Because I can catch it and I can see, dude, I'm trotting out of bounds. I'm cool. I'm going to get down. So you can protect yourself. So it's different if you're talking about running back, linebacker. I truly believe he can do it because there's not a lot of violence at those spots. The run may bounce outside 3 or 4 times a game to where he has to tackle, and he doesn't shy away from tackles. Number 2, Acho, you shouldn't travel. You're playing 70 plays on defense. Right. Why are you traveling with the number 1 wide receiver?
And who travels that much nowadays?
And that was my next point. It's only 1 or 2 corners that do travel. It ain't a lot of them going into the slot traveling. So with Travis Hunter playing both ways, you're not going to be traveling with Justin Jefferson and them boys. And you're going to play wide receiver. He absolutely can.
I'm with you, James. He looking at me like we friends. I'm with you, dog.
You all would hate you all. Because y'all have been in a locker room before.
Yeah.
The level of ignorance that you all are verbalizing on national television suggesting that Travis Hunter would just walk into the NFL and be better than first-team All-Pro L'Jarius Sneed. That Travis Hunter would walk into the NFL and be better than 10 touchdown, 1,200-yard, 87 catches, let me round up, 1,300-yard, 1,287 Brian Thomas. The level of ignorance that you all are suggesting by just saying this individual who was good in college, and as Shady says, and I quote, everybody's good in where, Chase?
College.
As Shady says, and I quote, everybody's good in college. You all would hate you all, because y'all have been in locker rooms when they say, yo, you ain't seen Trent Richardson? Shoot. You ain't seen what Trent Richardson did at Alabama? Man, Trent Richardson finna come in here and lead the whole league in rushing. Trent Richardson ran for 1,000 in Cleveland his rookie year. He the next Jim Brown. You all would hate you all. And I'm not suggesting Travis don't go crazy because Travis does. But we're not going to suggest that he would walk into Tennessee and be better than L'Jarius Sneed. I'm not going to suggest he would walk into Jacksonville and be better than Brian Thomas. Travis Hunter is an elite, the most elite of college players. But you just sit here acting like he's going to walk into the NFL and be a first-team All-Pro.
Now, hold up. Now, the Sneed was less low pushing it. I said that because Sneed was a hell of a player.
Hella is.
I mean, but Robson, like, just being honest, though, like, he's a good player, but I can see Travis doing the same thing. See, the problem is right now is that we look at him as a college guy, though. There's certain players you see, like, yo, I know he's going to be great. Like Patrick Peterson. When I watched him play in college, I saw he's going to go to the NFL and instantly be a superstar. You never see players like that, or am I tripping?
You do, but because always.
Because Trent Richardson.
I'm not going to name names, Shady. We talk about this all the time.
Richardson, no.
Caleb Williams.
I never say he's going to be coming here and be a superstar today one. Did I not say that?
You did.
I never said that. I know ball. I know for real. When I played.
We've seen running backs in college that were some of the greatest ever, and they get to the league and they don't.
When I seen Trent, he's not generational to me. Another guy from SEC that's a whole bunch of muscles.
They top 5 pick, 2-5.
And
top 5 pick of running back. You know better than anybody what that means.
No, real quick. Because I hate when we start just giving all this glory to these GMs. Just because you got the power and you draft somebody hot on me, you know what you're doing? I don't need no GM to tell me if Travis Hunter could be a great player in the NFL. I know football. I know. I play against the best. I was one of the best. So I know guys that's great. He's a great player. Any team he goes to, he's going to be one of the best players on that team.
Agreed. I agree with that.
So when James, all he's saying is, when you look at him if he didn't play no cornerback, first of all, when you play corner and wide receiver at the level he plays at, it helps him out. Because now when I'm running my routes, I'm a cornerback. I know the way they're trying to disguise, I see it because I'm a cornerback. Then when you reverse it, I play corner, so wide receiver, I know how to beat different coverages. That's one part. The second part is, when you got a guy like that who's been great his whole life, see, don't let the Jackson State fool you and all the Colorado. Don't fool them. Don't let that fool you. Because the brother was going to Florida State. He's been the number 1 player since he's been playing football. 1,000%. High school, college, now pros.
What up, YouTube family? Welcome to the facility. Thanks for watching, and you better be sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to get more highlights from the show and all of our exclusive content.